Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to day 2 final rounds of the 2022 PSI Long Course Grand Prix National Championships. Right here at the New Clark City Aquatics Center, Capas, Tarlac. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm round of applause to our technical officials.
Introducing our meet referees, Mr. Danilo Adore and Mr. Gerardo Leon.
Our meet starters, Mr. Ross Tito and Mr. Kurt Williams. Marking the way lead as the first off at number 201, 200-meter breaststroke. The standing national record for today is 14 seconds, held by Medley Relay, started last February 21, 2020. Presenting the finalists. Lane 1.
Go! Go! Ready, go! Let's go. Nice. Let's go, Inigo! Let's go! Let's go! 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 Let's go, Inigo! Let's go, Janelle! Go! Go! Let's go, Inigo! Go, Jalil! Let's go, Jalil! Go! Jalil! Go, Jalil! Freestyle! Go, Halil! Halil! Go, Halil! Go! Go! That's what I need, go! Nice one, Jalil! Nice one, Jalil!
The second day of the 2022 PSI Long Course Grand Prix National Championship. morning is Anika Isip of Ayala Harpoon Swim Club. They're being introduced to each of the swimmers. This competition is very important, especially for our age groupers. We have upcoming Southeast Asian age group swimming championships in December, so a lot of the clubs, a lot of the swimmers and coaches have been preparing for that competition. So we see a lot of Lane 2 Liamogis, she's from Davao. And now we're being introduced to Mirel Ibarra from Ayala Harpoons. Another member of Ayala Harpoons Swim Club is Anika Isip in lane 4, the top seed. She went this morning with a time of 2:52.47. We have Rizal Dolien from Red Sea Lions. We have Patricia Santor from Antipolo Gems. And another member of Antipolo Gems is Diana Cruz in lane 7. And finally, another swimmer from Davao, Holiday Gym Swim Club, Lisa Sabi. That completes the cast, so here we go. We're all set for the final of the 200 meters breaststroke for women. We have a wide variety of swimmers here, aged from 14 years old up to 21. So for those of you who don't know, 200 meters is 4 laps in a 50-meter pool. And the swimmers, they have different strategies, of course, depending on what the coach tells them. Some is going to go fast in the first lap. So as we see, some of them are pulling away from the rest of the group. Leah Amogis in lane 2 is currently leading, but closely followed by Reiko Uy and Mirel Ibarra. At the first turn, Leah Amogis with 38.06. And the rest of the group catching up now. This is a battle between 6 people. We'll see how this changes after the second lap. Mirel Ibarra in lane 3 making a move now. She touches at 1:21.26 to lead at the halfway mark. So Anika Isip is closely behind her, followed by Leah Amogis. And the three of them are beginning to break away from the rest of the group. We'll see if Mirel Ibarra is able to hold on to her lead. Going into the final lap, she will turn at 2 minutes and 5.89. Annika is at 206.71, very close. And here Annika is making her own move. They're now neck and neck. And it seems like Annika Isip is the one with a stronger finish, but we'll see if Nirel responds. It's still tight between the two of them, but Leah Amog is clearly the bronze medal candidate here. So it seems like Annika Isip will go home with a gold with a time of 2:51.66, improving her preliminary session time of 2:52.47. And again, Nirel Ibarra finishes second in 2:52.35, herself improving from the morning session. And Leah Amogis again finishing third behind the two elder swimmers. Leah, of course, is still in high school, only 15 years old, and Nirel and Annika are in college, 21 and 20 years old respectively. So that was an interesting battle between, well, at first six competitors, and then eventually it was just between Annika and Nirel. So coming up next, we have the men's 100-meter butterfly, which is another interesting event. This morning, Eagles topped all swimmers with a best time of 55.9 seconds. And that was followed by Rafael Barreto and Ayala Harpoon with his time of 55.94. So it's pretty close between the top two competitors. And we'll see if anyone else will come close to the two. But I'm sure they're all going for an even faster time this evening. For our younger swimmers, for our age group swimmers, they're all gunning for a slot in the national team to be sent to the Southeast Asian age group swimming championships in December, as I mentioned. That will be in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. But for our more seasoned swimmers, those in college, I'm sure they're raring to compete again in the UAAP or NCAA, whichever school they belong, whichever league they belong to. So they've all been preparing. I mean, this is the first competition, the first time since the pandemic hit that they really have a goal, a major competition to compete in. So a lot of them are really pumped up, or a lot of them are really preparing. Like for UAAP, the scheduled competition is next month, about 6 weeks from now, 5-6 weeks from now. So they're really getting into peak form. So this is also a good preview because the pandemic suspended all collegiate sports. So yeah, this event is a good preview for that competition next month. also the site of the 30th Southeast Asian Games in 2019. A lot of our athletes love being here. When they're here, they really bring their best, and it's really a different experience. A lot of people would say that they're just in awe. They're just out of words to describe the beauty of the venue. They just turned on the lights, so people were reacting to that. It's actually a lot more beautiful in the evening with the lights on. So I suppose we're all set for the next event.
Marching their way in are the finalists.
We hear a lot of fans cheering for their own bets. A lot of the swimmers in this final are old names that that we've been hearing about in the local scene. The likes of Sacho Ilustre, Raf Barreto, Jules Mirandilla, but we also have up and coming swimmers like Josh Ang, who I said topped the morning heats, and he represented the Philippines last August, September during the 8th FINA World Junior Swimming Championships in Lima, Peru. So it's actually nice. He swam a best time at that event, 56.13, and then now he swam a 55.90. So we see his continuous improvement. We'll see how he does in this evening. So there he is, Joshua Ang from Golden Sea Eagles. I believe he's an incoming or already enrolled in UP for college. And this is Raf Barreto from Ayala Harpoon Swim Club, who's also going to debut for Ateneo at the UAP this coming season. And this is Sacho from a different school now, from De La Salle Isabel is his club, but he also studies at De La Salle University in Manila. And here we have Earl Buncio from Iloilo, the Nautilus Swim Club. And in lane 8 we have Johan Cabana from Best Main. So we have 4 swimmers from the Best Main Club from lanes 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then again, swimmers from different clubs in the other lanes. Everyone is anticipating this event. It'll be a fast one, 2 laps. And here we go. Coming out first is Raf Barreto from the start. He's still leading, about half a body length. We'll see if anyone catches up to him. He will turn at 25.12, which sets him up at a very good time. And Sacho is trying to catch up in lane 6. Raf is extending his lead to almost a body length now. But it'll be interesting to see who has the gas left in the tank to finish. Raf will complete his 100 in 54.69, a new personal best for him. Clearly he's happy with that, and he's a swimmer who's been experiencing a few challenges in the last few years. So this is definitely going to set him up well for the coming years, and even maybe a stint at the Southeast Asian Games next year. I'm sure he'll love to return to the national lineup for that. But 54.69 would probably be the second fastest time this year for any Filipino. The fastest time was established by an overseas-based Filipino swimmer. He's not in this competition, but definitely Raf Barreto, 54.69, is definitely back with a bang. And Joshua Ang finishes second with a best time also of 55.78. And Satcho Illustre actually ended up fourth, 56.53. It was Jules Mirandilla who snuck in at third with a time of 56.39. So the top two seeds definitely proving wider, the top two seeds also finishing with the top two times for the event, for this competition. So a lot of our swimmers, the last few years, the last maybe decade, 55 seconds has been like a barrier that no local swimmer has surpassed. And with the RAF's 54.69, definitely that's the start of a lot of things. We expect to see a lot more swimmers hitting 55 or sub 55 times from this. This is not something new. For 100 back, the 1 minute barrier was a barrier that a lot of people were not able to beat in the 100 meters, and then someone did it, and then everyone else was able to start doing sub 1 minute. So this is a very important achievement for RAF, but also for everyone else. We're also motivated now to swim faster and see better times. So coming up next is the women's 100-meter butterfly. Some of the swimmers in the lineup actually forewent with some events just to focus on this event. And again, it will be a star-studded lineup. We will be seeing promising junior athlete Jasmine Mojde from Best Maine, who's the top seed at 104.49. She will be going up against her elder competitors, both Camille Buico and Erin Castrillo from Rising Atlantis Swim Club. The three of them hold a few of our age group records for a time. Some of them are still standing up to this day. So it's always nice seeing the three of them go up against each other. We're definitely going to see them give their best. It will be another interesting battle. So in lane 1, we have Sofia Bulanhagi.
Presenting the finalists. Lane 1, Bulanhagi
From Red Sea Lions swim team. That's the team from San Beda College. Lane 2, we have Patricia Santor from Antipolo GMC Scorpions. She's only 14 years old. She's this heat in this event, so it's nice to see her join the final heat. And we have another swimmer from Antipolo GMC Scorpions, Shireen Floriano, who's only 17, another promising prospect. And in lane 4, we have Jasmine Mojde from Best Beru's Elite Swim Team, who's only 16 years old. Lane 5 is Camille Buico from Rising Atlantis Swim Club, currently studying and will debut for UP in the UAAP. And the captain of UAAP for UP will be Erin Castrillo in lane 6.
Lane 7, De La Torre, Natasha.
So we have Natasha De La Torre in lane 7, Manila Weddell's SEALs swim team. And in lane 8, we have June Daganio. Oh, I'm sorry. Seems there's no swimmer from lane 8. So this happens in some cases. A swimmer decides, or for some reason could not swim, and the swimmer will scratch. But in most cases, they do this early so that the next person in line can take over. But for some reason, this didn't happen. So we only have 7 competitors here, and taking the early lead is Camille Buico in lane 5. It's still close between 4 competitors from lanes 3 to 6. Still, Camille Buico is leading. She touched at 29.72, the only sub-30 split in the field. Erin Castrillo trying to catch up, but also Jasmine Mojde making her move now. And Shireen Floriano from lane 3 also making a move. We'll see who will end up in the podium, but Camille Buico looking strong, holding on, and she will finish first at 103.70. Again, bettering their morning time of 104.81. So 103.70 for her and 103.92 for Jasmine. And Shireen Floriano completes the podium at 104.41, which may be a best time for her. So as expected, that was a tight race. Up till the finish, it could have been anyone among the 4 challengers. But Camille Buico ruled the event. And now we will have an awarding ceremonies for the last 4 events. So after the awarding ceremonies, we still have 4 more individual events: the men's and women's 400-meter freestyle, the men's and women's 50-meter backstroke, and then after that we'll have a relay, the 4x100-meter medley relay for men and then for women. So one of the things that our swimmers, our clubs haven't had since the pandemic hit the world actually has been relay events. We haven't had local relay events since 2020 or 2019, late 2019. So it's interesting to see and very exciting for the swimmers and the clubs to field a team of 4 swimmers and battle it out with the other teams. There's a different kind of excitement, different kind of experience. Having 4 of your swimmers in the club go up against the best of the other clubs. So that's something to look forward to this evening.
Silver medalist, Espiritu, Francis Greg of Academy of Blue Knights, Switzerland. Gold medalist, congratulations to the winners.
If you missed the action this afternoon,
Victory ceremony for the winners.
if you missed the action this afternoon, currently awarding the winners of the 4 events that were held. In the men's 200-meter breaststroke, it was Nico Lim Filipino who took the gold from Quezon City Buccaneers Swim Club, QCSC Buccaneers Swim Club, and then in second place was Francis Espiritu from Ateneo Blue Knights Swim Club, all the way from Davao. And the bronze medalist was Geoffrey Liberato from Best Parañaque. Now we're awarding the winners of the women's 200-meter breaststroke event. And in third place was Leah Amogues of Holiday Gym Swim Club.
Gold medalist.
Again,
Sophia
from Davao.
Anika Margaret of Ayala
And
Harpun
silver
Swim
medalist
Club.
is Nirel Ibarra from Ayala Harpun Swim Club. And the gold medalist is Sophia Anika Isip of Ayala Harpun Swim Club.
Congratulations to the winners. We would like to thank our President, Ma'am Lailani Velasco, for presenting the medals.
So I think we will be proceeding to the next event. Men's 400 meter freestyle.
Presenting the finalists. Lane 1, Ting Kian Cedric of Rising Atlantis Swim Club. Lane 2, Daos Marco of QCSC Buccaneers Swim Club. Lane 3, Del Rio Joshua Rafael of Ateneo Blue Knights Swim Club. Lane 4, Barreto Miguel of Ayala Harpoon Swim Club. Lane 5, Paloma Raymond Vero of Nautilus Swim Club. Lane 6, Alumbres Matthew of Elizabeth Seton Saints. Lane 7, Radovan Nicolas Ivan of Best Maine. Lane 8, Decam Julian Lures of Lucena Best.
We're seeing now the 400 meters freestyle for men. And if you were watching, you would have seen in lane 5 Raymond Paloma. While he was wearing his cap, it tore off. So now he's the only one without a cap. We'll see how that affects his swim. But the show has to go on. So this morning he was staying close to the top seed, Miguel Barreto, who's in lane 4. And now you see he's establishing almost a full body length lead. So we'll see what happens here. So Miguel Barreto, first 50 is 26.51. And this is 8 laps. So a lot can happen along the way. We're just about to approach the first fourth. But Miguel Barreto clearly has his goal set. He will turn at 56.36, followed by Raymond Paloma of Nautilus Swim Club in 58.93. So Miguel Barreto clearly leading by almost 4 or 5 body lengths. It's now a battle for silver between Joshua Del Rio in lane 3 and Raymond Paloma in lane 5 and Matthew Alumbres in lane 6. Miguel Barreto's first 200 is at 158.39. His best time is 401.53, which he achieved when he was 16 years old at the 2019 Southeast Asian Games, also held in this venue at the NCC Aquatics Center. So it looks like he's on target for that. But he has struggled in the last few years during the pandemic. This is a distance event, so training continuously is a big factor. So a lot of swimmers were struggling, especially in higher distances, to get their best times, to really achieve good times. So we'll see if he is slowly returning to form. He's still leading, stretching his lead. In clear second right now is Joshua Del Rio of the Medley Knights Swim Club. So Miguel Barreto will turn at 3:03.47. He's slowed down a bit there. We'll see how he will finish the last 100. Earlier this afternoon, it was Miguel Barreto's brother who won the 100-meter butterfly with a career best 54.69 seconds. Let's see if the younger brother, Miguel, will also similarly achieve a milestone in his career. So Miguel Barreto approaching the last 5 meters of the 400-meter freestyle. He will touch at 4:05.93. Not his personal best, but definitely a good starting point to build on. I think this is his best time in the last 2 years. Joshua Del Rio finishes second in 4:13.86, which I believe is also his best time. And in third place is Matthew Alumbres from Elizabeth Seton Saints, 4:16.55. So he almost matched his morning time, only beating it by 0.5 of a second. So Raymond Paloma earlier swam 4:12.05 and finishing at 4:24 this evening. Clearly the swim cap bothered him in the 8 laps. Very unfortunate for that to happen when you prepare so long and so hard and then something like that happens in the final. But still, the morning 4:12.05 was the best time for him. Again, something to build upon. Before that, he swam, I think, 4:24. So it was a very big improvement from the last competition. And we'll be back for the women's 400-meter freestyle. So we're now seeing the finalists of the women's 400-meter freestyle being introduced. In lane 1 is Gwyneth Amber Kawaling of Red Sea Lion swim team. In lane 2 is the 15-year-old Leah Mogis of Holiday Gym Swim Club, who also swam earlier this evening. And in lane 3 we have Richelle Melencio of DA Seahawks. In lane 4 we have Athena Chang, only 16 years old, from Rising Atlantis Swim Club. She's the age group record holder for a few of our events. In lane 5 we have Jasmine Mojde of Best Maine. Again, another swimmer who already swam this evening. She just came from the 100-meter butterfly. In lane 6 we have Maria Barreto from Antipolo GMC Scorpions. Lane 7 we have Alexi Cabayaran from Nautilus Swim Club in Iloilo. And in lane 8 we have Lady Corpus from Pangasinan Aqua Dragons. So other than Amber Kawaling in lane 1, all of our competitors are under 18. So pretty even at the start. We'll see who's gonna make a move. It seems like Alexi Cabayaran, who's a sprinter, is leading, but not by much. So she will turn first, 31.47, followed very closely by Richelle Melencio at 31.66. So Alexi Cabayaran is the 11 to 13 age group record holder for 100-meter freestyle. But Athena Chang, who made waves back when she was younger, and I think she was based in Singapore for some time, is catching up. So Athena Chang in lane 4 and Alexi Cabayaran in lane 7 are the ones battling it out. There's some distance between them, so sometimes you wonder if they look at their competitors in other lanes, which makes it even more exciting. They now turn almost the same time, 142.54. The other one 142.44. But also within striking distance is Rochelle Melencio in lane 3. So the three of them looks like are separating themselves from the rest of the pack. It's still pretty close. Heading into the first half of the 400-meter freestyle. So Athena Chang turning at 2:18.54. And Alexi Cabayaran 2:18.60. Still neck and neck between the two. And the two of them are now opening up about a body length lead from third placer Rochelle Melencio. But she herself still in striking distance, as I mentioned earlier. It could still go either way between the three of them. So Athena Chang, Rain Chang, actually holds a couple of the age group records in 400 and 200, maybe also 800-meter freestyle. So after 300 meters, Athena Chang is now has a solid lead at 331.45. Alexi Cabayaran at 333.07, while Rochelle Melencio is quite close to her. It's now looking like a three-way battle for silver. Jasmine Mojde joining the other two. But Rain Chang definitely comfortable with the body and a half length lead heading into the last 50 meters. And Jasmine Mojde is making her move to secure maybe the silver. It doesn't look like anyone else is gonna challenge Rain Chang. And Jasmine Mojde also establishing her control of second place. So Rain Chang will touch at 440.80. Slightly slower than her morning time for 39.59, but still good enough for the gold. Jasmine Mojde also not doing as fast as the morning session, but again good enough for a silver. And it's Alexi Cabayaran holding on to the podium finish with a time of 446.65. So that's it for the women's 400-meter freestyle. We will return with some sprint action as the men's and women's 50-meter backstroke are coming up.
Shout out, Gwen.
Oh, pwede pala boba, oh. Sir, yung chocolate.
Silver medalist, Joshua Gabriel of Golden City. Gold medalist, Barreto Rafael of Freestyle.
Nice one, Rob!
Baka din kasi.
Congratulations to the winners. Victory ceremony for the winners of event number 204, 100-meter butterfly for women. Bronze medalist, Floriano Shireen of Antipolo Jam Student Sport Club. Silver medalist, watch them, Micaela Justine of Best Name. Gold medalist, Buwico, Camille Loren of Rising Atlantis Swim Club.
Ayun, sarap mga pagtawa number 1.
Congratulations to the winners. We would like to thank Coach Erwin Santiago for the performance.
Hindi ako nagkaganon. Sabi ko, ang laki ko 400, 200. 50 back naman yun eh. Ay, backstroke na, 50. Si ano? Ito? Oo, ano. Ay, may 50 back ba siya? Ay, wala, para-parehas sila ng tempo. Ano ko pa yung next siya?
Backstroke for men. The standing Philippine record in this event is 25.99 seconds, held by Jaden Christian Olson established last December 7, 2019. Presenting the finalists. Lane 1, De La Rosa David Franco of De La Salle Zubel.
So this is the men's 50 meters backstroke. 50-meter events are always exciting because anything can happen. One lap. We have a few. So we're being introduced to the swimmers right now. In lane 1 is Franco de la Rosa from De La Salle Zobel. Lane 2 is Marcos de Cam from Best Maine. Lane 3 is Prince Calma from Red Sea Lions swim team. In lane 4 is John Neil Paderes from Best Maine. He swam 27.54, clearly the fastest swimmer in the morning session. And in lane 5 is Ivo Enot from Holiday Genesee Swimming Club. And then in lane 6 is Estefano Ramos from Golden Sea Eagles. In lane 8 is Waki Santos from Ayala Harpoons Swim Club. And finally in lane 8 is John Alagon from Red Sea Lions Swim Team. So we will see if Neil Paderes will still rule the event. His 27.54 seconds is more than half a second faster than the next fastest swimmer, who happens to be Ivo Enot in lane 5. So the starts are very important in a 50-meter event. And the officials just called for a reset. Very tense moments right now for the swimmers. So there's just some technical difficulty with the backstroke wedge. You might be wondering what the wedge is for. It actually helps the swimmer have a better dive, better jump off the wall. If you can execute the dive, the backstroke dive properly, that will give you a very big advantage. So as you can see, some of the swimmers really go high up there, the full body going above. And at the halfway mark, it's really anyone's event. But Neil Paderes, again, pulling away by half a body length now. And he will win with 27.66. But Estefano Ramos in lane 6 finished in 27.81, which is a big improvement from his morning time of 28.28. And Waki Santos finishing third in 27.82. So we have some movements in the seedings to the final rankings. Neil Paderes still reigning supreme, 27.66, followed by Stefano Ramos from Golden Sea Eagles, 27.81, and Waki Santos from Ayala Harpoon Swim Club, 7.82. Very close between Estefano Ramos and Waki Santos, only 0.01 seconds apart. And that's really how exciting 50-meter events can be, and how important every minor detail is.
The standing Philippine record in the
So the last individual event this evening is the 50 meters backstroke for women. I'm hearing a lot of cheers from the audience. Looking at the times these girls established in the morning, it'll be another close event, another close finish. 4 swimmers having clear chance for the gold. So in lane 1 is Francine Sarmiento from Rising Atlantis. And lane 2 is Laura Mogis from Holiday Gym Swim Club. In lane 3 is Trixie Ortiguera from Tarlac Mako Sharks Swim Club. You're seeing now lane 4, Shane Lugay from AC Wolves Swim Club, who topped the morning session in 31.53, followed closely by Erin Castrillo from Rising Atlantis Swim Club in lane 5 with 31.55 seconds. And again, we see Alexi Cabayaran returning to the pool from Nautilus Swim Club in lane 6. In lane 7, we have Trisha Paloma from Red Sea Lions swim team. And in lane 8, to complete the cast, we have Triza Tabamo from Galaxy Starships Swim Club. So here we go. Off the turn, Erin Castillo seems to have been left behind. Sometimes swimmers slip on the dive, but what's interesting to see is how they recover from that. Currently leading is Trixie Ortiguera, only 16 years old. But it looks like Alexi Cabayaran will steal this away from the rest of them. So Cabayaran from Nautilus Swim Club going home with the gold at 31.61 seconds. And Trixie Ortiguera finishing second in 31.69. The 2 swimmers are only 16 years old, so our young swimmers are making their mark, even against the seniors. And Shane Lugay goes home with the bronze in 31.71 seconds. So that was an exciting 50-meter backstroke. And to round out the evening, to round out day 2 of action, we will see the first relay event, 4x100-meter medley relay. But before that, we'll see the awarding ceremonies for the 400-meter freestyle events.
PSI Board of Trustee. Bronze medalist, Alumbres Matthew of Elizabeth Seton Saints. Silver medalist, Del Rio Joshua Rafael of Ateneo Blue Knights. Gold medalist, Barreto Miguel of Ayala Harpon Swim Club. Congratulations to the winners. Victory ceremony for the winners of event number 206, 400-meter freestyle for women. Bronze medalist, Kabayaran Alexi Kuzenyi of Nutillos Swim Club. Silver medalist, Mojde Micaela Jasmine of Best Maine. Gold medalist, Chang Athena Shanessa of Rising Atlantis Swim Club. Congratulations to the winners. We would like to thank Coach Sherwin Santiago for awarding the medals. 100-meter medley relay for men.
So we're now seeing the entrance of the first heat of the men's 4x100-meter medley relay. We will only have 2
Presenting
heats
the finalists
for
Lane
this
1,
event.
swimmers of Ilocos
So
Sur
in
Swim
lane
Club,
1, we have the
Talawit
Ilocos Sur
Mandal,
Swim Club.
Palazzo and Oreo Jacob.
A very young team from Ilocos Sur. And in lane 3, we have Balondagupan Swim Club from Pangasinan.
Gismundo Gabriel Angelo, Katapang Joaquin, and Jen Pinta.
So this relay is open, so there are no age groups here. That's why we will see teams with very young swimmers, while we will also see teams with very old swimmers, or the more senior swimmers. So in lane 4, we have the Pangasinan Aqua Dragon Warriors. Still young swimmers being fielded by these teams, all age groupers. In lane 5 is Antipolo Gems Sea Scorpions. Of note here is James Ray Michael Ahido, who's been breaking so many junior records the last few months. He's going to anchor this team. In lane 6, we have Caloocan Supremos Swim Club.
Solita J. Christopher, Vidal Patrick Anthony, Agoto Trey, and Demesa Benjamin Jose.
And in lane 7, we have the NOGCC Swim Club from Bacolod. So again, swimmers here are aged 13 to 16. And in the last lane, in lane 8, we have Nautilus Swim Club from Iloilo.
Lane 8, Nautilus Swim Club, Palero Mateo Sion, Bacchiano Josh Edgar, Buncho Earl Jude, and Cheng Jaden James.
Okay, so the 4x100-meter medley relay will feature all the strokes. First one will be the backstroke. So we'll see the backstrokers starting things off for their teams. And then the next leg will feature the breaststroke. And then the butterfly, and finally the freestyle. So this is a chance to really field a versatile squad. You'll see the depth of your club with all the different strokes being swum. Taking the early lead is from lane 8, Nautilus Swim Club. So the medley relay is quite different from how you would do a freestyle relay, because in freestyle you can play with the placing, the order, the sequence of your swimmers, who's the fastest, who's the slowest, where do you place them. But in medley relay, obviously you're limited by the stroke that they have to swim, and you need to swim it in a particular order, which is, as I mentioned earlier, back, breast, fly, free. And it's very important to turn over properly, not too early, but also not too late. So we see here the turnover from backstroke to breaststroke. At this point in breaststroke, we have Balondagupan, Pangasinan, and Antipolo Gems going at it. But Balondagupan is breaking away. And again, the beauty of medley relay is you might have a very strong breaststroker. So right now, that's what we're seeing with Balondagupan. But then, maybe their butterflyer is not as strong as Pangasinan's or Antipolo Gems. So then the other teams get to catch up. So we'll really see what your team, how the depth of your squad. And that's where you can balance off everything. Maybe your freestyler is like really a dominant swimmer. So even if you're behind by, as you can see now, it's about maybe 4 body lengths away, you can still catch up. But really depends on the lineup. So we're at the halfway mark, and Balandagupan is still lead. The third leg will be the butterfly, and we'll see if Balandagupan does indeed have a strong squad. They're still maintaining that lead. Pangasinan Aqua Dragons trying to catch up. Their swimmer is Liam Manlusok. Now getting closer and closer to Balandagupan actually. So as I mentioned earlier, doesn't mean that you establish a strong lead that you can safely take the win. Now it's evening out. The butterfly swimmer of Antipolo Gems is way better than the butterfly swimmer of Balandagupan. So now taking over the lead is Antipolo Gems, and bringing it home will be their ace junior swimmer, James Ray Ahido. And what really differentiates relays from individual swim is you really see the team concept here, the team spirit. And it's not just about the 4 people you're with. Sometimes the cheers from the crowd, which are from your teammates, from your family, from your friends, they play a role in pumping you up and bringing home the win. So James Ray Ahido is doing just that, establishing their own 4 body length lead. So they will comfortably win this first heat. But since there's a second heat, we don't know yet who will win the medal, if any. The second heat is expected to be faster, and you'll see really the more senior swimmers are featured. Whereas in this first heat, it's more the age group swimmers. So Antipolo Gem Sea Scorpions finishing in 4:20.62. So you have to take note of that, so that when you watch the next heat, you know where you will land. And in second place is Balandagupan Swim Club, 4:24.42. But we'll see. We'll see how the second heat will go. The seed times, if you don't know what seed times are, those are the times that you're supposed to have achieved in prior competitions. Strictly speaking, if you don't have data like for the current season, then usually no time. But like this is the first time we have a relay event for the Philippine Swimming Incorporated. So it really depends how the teams came out with their seed times. Maybe they just added the best times of their individual swimmers. So yeah. We'll take a quick break as we turn over to the second heat, and we'll just see some of the highlights. So during the break, the technical officials actually declared the disqualification of 2 of the squads in the first heat. So this is very crucial in relays. You really cannot jump earlier than the previous swimmer touching the wall. So timing is very important. So making their way in now are the swimmers for the second heat. In lane 1, we have Best Parañaque. Best, of course, stands for Beru's elite swim team. And this is the Parañaque branch. In lane 2, we have QCSC Buccaneers Swim Club. Part of the squad is Ionico Lim Filipino, who won the 200-meter breaststroke earlier today. In lane 3, we have Rising Atlantis Swim Club. In lane 4, in the top seed, we have Ayala Harpoons Swim Club with a very complete roster here. We have Waki Santos, a medalist in backstroke. He will start things off, and Rian Tirol, another medalist in breaststroke. And then Raf Barreto, who won the 100-meter butterfly just moments ago. And then Miguel Barreto, who won the 400-meter freestyle moments ago. In lane 5, we have Best Main. In lane 6, we have Red Sea Lions swim team. Again, the squad is mostly comprised of San Beda College students. Whereas the Ayala Harpoon Swim Club, actually, most of them are from Ateneo. And Rising Atlantis from UP. So it's interesting to see the different universities being represented here. In lane 7, we have Golden Sea Eagles. This is a squad, this is a club based in Colegio San Agustin in Makati. So the swimmers here are all students of the said school. And in lane 8, we have Best Lucena branch. So here we go. Again, we will start with backstroke and turn it over to breaststroke and then butterfly before ending with freestyle. So when we hosted the Southeast, we actually did well in men's relays. In the 4x100 freestyle relay, we finished second. In the medley relay, we were also gunning for second. So we've had good experiences in men's relay. But at the recent Southeast Asian Games, it was the women who actually made a mark, finishing with a couple of medals in relay events. So we're seeing now the final heat of the 4x100 meter medley relay for men. Pretty even at this point. It's really very even. It's hard to say who's leading, but at the records show that it's Red Sea Lions leading. But now it's Best Main. Oh, now it's Ayala Harpoons taking over with Best Main closely there. We'll see how the breaststroke goes. So Ayala Harpoons and Best Main are the ones really battling it out, but it looks like Rian Tirol of Ayala Harpoons will establish a considerable lead from Best Main and Red Sea Lions. Red Sea Lions now taking over the second spot. We'll see if Rian can maintain his lead in the second half of the 100-meter breaststroke. So the separation is getting clear at this point. But again, turning over to a different stroke, a different person, we will have to see how things change. Of course, Ayala Harpoons has the gold medalist in 100-meter butterfly swimming for them, so that's a definite advantage. Because San Beda Sea Lions has, Red Sea Lions has now closed the gap. But going up against Raf Barreto is John Alagon of Red Sea Lions. And again, having the gold medalist in 100-meter butterfly is going to definitely be a big bonus, a big advantage for your squad. And guess who's coming up next? The younger brother of Raf Barreto, Miguel Barreto, actually won the gold medal with his personal best time of 51.78, I believe, last night in the 100-meter freestyle. So, you know, having the gold medalists in 100-meter freestyle and 100-meter butterfly in your squad will definitely be a good indicator for your squad. So Miguel Barreto is opening up 4 body length lead. And it doesn't seem like Red Sea Lions will be able to come anywhere close to it. And about a body length away from Red Sea Lions is Best Main. So that's what our podium is looking like. So Miguel Barreto finishing this for Ayala Harpoons. And we cannot actually say if they really won yet because we have to wait for the officials. Sometimes we get surprised with a disqualification or what, so they have to check for that as well. So Ayala Harpoons finishing in 3:55.10, and Red Sea Lions finishing at 4 minutes 0.84 for the silver. Best Main 4:02.32 for the bronze. And if you recall from the first heat, the fastest team was 4 minutes 20.62. So yeah, the second heat is definitely a different class from the first heat because the slowest swim in this heat is even faster than 4:20. Just some technical glitch. We're waiting for the final times and for the official word of the rankings. But we also have the final event for the evening. The women's get to take the women's side get to take their turn in the 4x100 meter medley relay. So they're still fixing the results. We'll come back to you with the final standings. So there was a technical difficulty that caused the delay. But the final standings for the men's 4x100 meter
swim.
medley relay will remain the same. Ayala Harpoons bagging the gold, uh, Red Sea Lions taking the silver, and the Best Main taking the bronze. Now we're heading to the final event of the evening, 4x100 meter medley
Katapang
relay for
Juliana.
women.
Coleman,
So again, we
Rihanna
have two
Chantel.
heats.
Barrett, Cassandra
And again,
May,
the
and Barroso,
the
Jenny.
sequence here is the faster your seed times, the later you swim. So this the first heat will feature the slower squads, the squads that entered slower seed times. And the final heat, the second heat, will feature the squads with the faster seed times.
Santa Maria, Darren Joy.
So in lane 3 is the NOGCC Swim Club from Bacolod. Lane 4 is Balondagupan Swim Club from Pangasinan. Lane 5 is the Ilocos Sur Swim Club from Ilocos Sur. And lane 6 is Golden Sea Eagles, again from CSA in Makati. All of the swimmers in this heat are under 16 and below. So very young swimmers getting a shot at relay. Definitely going to be a good experience for them. So again, backstroke is the first leg. It will be followed by breaststroke and then butterfly and finally freestyle. So, NOGCC Swim Club taking the early lead with their swimmer Maxine Uy. Closely followed by Balontagupan with Juliana Katapang. So again, this event is open, meaning to say there's no age restriction. You can just send in your best team. And I mentioned that because in some events there are certain restrictions for age. Sometimes it's determined by the sum of all the swimmers. There's a limit. Sometimes it's just purely like 80, a certain age group. So now we see the breaststroke where Balontagupan's Rihanna Coleman taking over the lead. And I believe Rihanna Coleman is the winner in her age group, 11 to 13, for breaststroke, which explains the fast swim. She's up against also swimmers who are below 13 years old. So this is pretty much an age group competition. But Rihanna has established about a 5-meter lead. We will head over to butterfly now with a 5-meter lead for Balontagupan. In terms of age, it's NOGCC at lane 3 with a 15-year-old swimmer for butterfly, Juliana De Hilia, and Golden Sea Eagles with a 16-year-old swimmer, Icana Labit. And the middle squads, Balontagupan has a 13-year-old swimmer for butterfly, Cassandra Barret. And Ilocos Sur only has an 11-year-old swimmer, Liv Florendo. But despite that, Florendo is actually doing well. It has now evened up despite the big lead established by Balandagupan during the breaststroke leg. We're now even between Golden Sea Eagles and Balandagupan. So we will see who has the better anchor. Anchor is what we call the final swimmer, the fourth swimmer who will swim freestyle in this event. A couple of teams were disqualified in the previous heats, in the previous event. The reason usually is an early jump. The previous swimmer hasn't touched yet and they already jumped to the pool. That's something you need to really practice on and be careful of. So Grace Ang of Golden Sea Eagles is keeping the lead so far, but we have about 40 meters left in this competition. Balandagupan trying to reclaim their second spot, but Ilocos Sur is trying to prevent that from happening. They're currently neck and neck for the silver medal. Sorry, for the second place in the heat. We still have a second heat. So Golden Sea Eagles touching at 5:07.69, significantly better than their seed time of 5:25. So the coaches must be happy with how their swimmers swam this event. Ilocos Sur finishing second in the heat, 5:10.24, also bettering their seed time. So coaches should be happy if this happens when their swimmers swim faster than what they thought their team is capable of swimming. So again, the final event for this evening, for today, will be the 4x100 medley relay for women. And we'll come back to that in a bit. We're now seeing the entry of the final heat of the swimmers of the final heat of the evening and of the day. This is again the women's 4x100 meter medley relay. We have 7 teams lined up for this final heat. And
Presenting the finalists.
in lane 1, we have Red Sea Lions swimming team. Again, these swimmers are all from San Beda College. So this is like a preview for them for NCAA action. And speaking of NCAA, the other league, UAAP, will be featured here in the form of UST, who will swim in lane 2. But these are age groupers, some age 13, 15, 20. In lane 4, we have Antipolo Gem Sea Scorpions. So lane 4 is the top seed, so they have the fastest seed time, 4:37. We'll see if they can match that. But their swimmers are really all also age groupers, 18 and under. In lane 5, we have Ayala Harpoons Swim Club, featuring all 4 students of Ateneo. So again, this is like a preview for UAAP for them. In lane 6, we have Pangasinan Aqua Dragons.
Lane 6, Pangasinan
Aqua Dragon Warriors. So this is their home turf as well, being in Central Luzon. But again, they're fielding a young squad with 2 swimmers 12 years old. In lane 7, we have Best Parañaque.
Trinidad San Diego Sinaloa, Lorente Chloe Sofia, and Bumubong Amina Isabel.
And finally, in lane 8, we have Rising Atlantis Swim Club with a squad featuring students from UP. So you saw UP, UST, Ateneo, feels like UAAP here. And then you have Red Lions from San Beda. So again, this is something to, like a marker for them to see how they are in light of the coming UAAP competition and even NCAA maybe early next year. So again, in medley relay, we start with backstroke and then breaststroke, followed by butterfly, and finally freestyle. Here we go. Also, UST decided not to field their team, so we actually have 2 blank lanes in lanes 2 and 3. And Erin Castrillo pulling away from lane 8. It's hard to actually see the people, the swimmers from the outside lanes, and sometimes it works well for them. So as you can see, Erin Castrillo is establishing some lead at this point. In pursuit of Erin is Sam Coronel from Ayala Harpoon Swim Club. We'll see if she can catch up at the turnover to breaststroke, which will feature Anika Isip in lane 5 for Ayala Harpoons and Ivoria Rosales for Rising Atlantis Swim Club. They're even so far. With Antipolo Gem Sea Scorpions' Patricia Santor catching up to the girls in the lead. And from the outside lane, from lane 1, Red Sea Lions also catching up. But Anika Isip coming back stronger and building up a lead again as Ivoria Rosales is being caught up by both Antipolo Gems and Red Sea Lions. Coming up next for Ayala Harpoons is Sam Doragos, whereas Rising Atlantis has Camille Buico, the gold medalist for 100-meter butterfly. So maybe they'll catch up in the third leg. But so far it's still Ayala Harpoons, followed by Antipolo Gem Sea Scorpions, with Shireen Floriano leading the way for them in butterfly. And again in the outside lane, Red Sea Lions, lane 1. Sofia Bulanhagi staying close to Antipolo Gems. Camille Buico doing her best to catch up, maybe for a podium finish. She's now tied for third and taking over the third place from Red Sea Lions. Sam Doragos is also being pursued by Shireen Floriano. It's getting closer now, and we will probably find out in freestyle who will win this event. We have Maria Francesca Barreto for Antipolo Gem Sea Scorpions and Portia Doragos for Ayala Harpoons. But outside in lane 8, Angela Villamil will lead the way for Rising Atlantis. So it's neck and neck now between Antipolo Gem Sea Scorpions and Ayala Harpoons Swim Club. We'll see who has more gas left in the tank, but also Angela Villamil in lane 8 for Rising Atlantis might also have the right amount of juice to actually steal this one from the two leaders. And it's really, really close between the older swimmer and the young swimmer. And it will be Ayala Harpoons touching first at 4:39.27 with Antipolo Gem Sea Scorpions 4:39.55. Very close. And Rising Atlantis 4:42.38. But we'll have to wait and see if there are any other changes to the standings. In the last 3 heats that we swam relay, we've had a couple of disqualifications. No heat was saved from a disqualification, so we'll see if this heat is any different. But that's also good for our swimmers. It's good experience for them, for our coaches to, practice on relay as we have more and more of these events. We'll wait for our officials to sort things out as we see some of the highlights of the evening. I'd like to thank you all for joining us from yesterday, the morning session, the afternoon session, and the evening session. Same with today, the morning session, the afternoon session, and this evening session. We will catch the awarding after this break.
Anybody who has found or mistook a white arena swim cup, please return it here at the control room. We would like to inform you that there were disqualifications in event number 210. Heat 2, lane 5, break in the exchange between swimmers 3 and 4. Lane 6, break in the exchange between swimmers 1 and 2. And lane 7, break in the exchange between 50-meter backstroke for men. To award the medals is Coach Sherwin Santiago, PSI Board of Trustee. Bronze medalist, Santos Philip Joaquin of Ayala Harpoon Swim Club. Silver medalist, Ramos Stefano Joshua of Golden Sea Eagles. Gold medalist, Paderes John Neal of Best Maine. Congratulations to the winners. Victory ceremony for the winners of event number 208. 50-meter backstroke for women. Bronze medalist, Lugay Shane Franzen of A Seawolf Swim Club. Silver medalist, Ortigera Trixie of Tarlac Mako Shark Swim Club. Gold medalist, Kabayaran Alexi Kozenyi of Nautilus Swim Club. Congratulations to the winners. Victory ceremony for the winners of event number 209. 4 by 100 meter medley relay for men. Bronze medalists, Best Maine, Paderes John Neal, Lutino Lance Arcel, Mirandela Mervin Jules, and Decam Marcos Joanes. Silver medalists, Red Sea Lions Swimming Team, Calma Prince Dave, Rodriguez Fritz June, Alagon John Marusanel, and Dagum Lian Isidore. Gold medalists, Ayala Harpoon Swim Club, Santos Philip Joaquin, Tirol Rian Marco, Barreto Rafael, and Barreto Miguel. Congratulations to the winners. Victory ceremony for the winners of event number 210, 4 by 100 meter medley relay for women. Bronze medalists, Red Sea Lions swimming team. Sac Stephanie Louise, Doliente Yazel Faye, Bulanhagi Sofia Jassal, and Kawaling Gwyneth Amber. Silver medalists, Rising Atlantis Swim Club. Castrillo Regina Maria Paz, Rosales Ivoria, Buwico Camille Loren, and Villamil Angela. Gold medalists, Antipolo Gem Sea Scorpion, Cruz Diana Celine, Santor Patricia May, Floriano Shireen, and Barreto Maria Francesca. Congratulations to all the winners for today's events. We would like to thank Coach Sherwin Santiago for awarding the medals. Thank you, everyone. Hope to see you again tomorrow for day 3